Hello guys, welcome to my channel Chamber of Hoops. Today we're going to make another list, a top 10 list about best cities to live in, pandemic edition. So in number 10, it's Sydney, Australia. Sydney made it on the top 10 thanks to a high scores on environmental factors and Australia's efficient effort to combat COVID-19. Australia was one of the first countries outside of China to impose lockdowns and social distancing rules to stop uncontrolled spread of the coronavirus. Number 9 is Berlin, Germany. Berlin ranks 9th to our list, scoring slightly above the average across the board of quality of life metrics. Germany's is low on COVID-19 death rate, helps place the city above where it would have ranked before the pandemic. So the pandemic and the way that Germany solved and had an approach to the situation had placed Berlin in the 9th place. And let's go with number 8, Seoul, South Korea. Seoul ranks 8th in this list, mostly due to its strong focus on research and development, as well as South Korea's early and aggressive response to COVID-19. South Korea has often been held up as an example of how to effectively deal with the pandemic while maintaining strong economic performance, because their response did not require shutting down non-essential businesses or entire cities to stop the spread the coronavirus. And then we go to number 7, Paris. Paris usually ranking amongst or near the top of best city lists, ranks 7 in the year of the coronavirus. Paris has a strong cultural importance that can be felt throughout the city. It also scores highly in livability and accessibility. However, like many other European cities, its ranking suffered the difficulties combating COVID-19, as France began to experience a second wave of infections. After Paris, we have number 6, Frankfurt, Germany. Frankfurt places 6th due to Germany's strong response to COVID-19 and the city's extremely strong performance in just one metric, GDP per capita. Frankfurt has one of the highest GDP per capita of any city in Germany at slightly over $106,000 in American dollars, so basically. Germany also has outperformed many other neighboring European countries in its coronavirus death rate. Next on the list, number 5, Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne is an interesting and competitive 5th place, as it scores largely slightly above the average on every metric except for COVID-19. Melbourne also scores highly in the environmental metrics after setting strict and aggressive targets for zero carbon emissions. We go to number 4, is New York City on United States of America. New York City ranks 4th below its historical rankings, as it scores well in its economy, research and development, also cultural interaction. The main factor pushing it downwards is the same that was true of London, high capita for COVID-19 death rate. The United States has struggled to contain the virus and lost more than 200,000 people. We go to number 3, Singapore, Republic of Singapore. Singapore places 3rd in the ranking with relatively moderate scores in most metrics, but it has performed well in countering the consequences of COVID-19. So while Singapore actually ranks below the average on livability and only slightly above average on the economy and research and development, its response to COVID-19 have resulted in more than 99% of infected people recovering. So that's the reason why Singapore is in 3rd place, passing New York City as well. Then we have number 2, London, United Kingdom. London ranks as 2nd with extremely high scores in the economy and cultural interaction metrics. In normal years where COVID-19 was not a factor, London would have ranked number 1. However, the United Kingdom struggles with COVID-19 and high number of deaths per capita significantly decreased its score, and it's only by its resilience in other metrics that it remains in 2nd place. And we go to number 1, it's Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo ranks 1st as the city with the highest quality of life in 2020-2021 due to its overall relativity, good scores in most metrics, and Japan's strong response to COVID-19. Japan has had very low case counts, a subsidized advanced transportation system, and an overall high quality of life. Okay, and we're closing the list with Tokyo, Japan being on number 1. I hope you do agree with my selection and also with the facts that I've just provided. I hope that you enjoyed my video, and do not forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel. Also, click the thumb up and to like this video to support me. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.